Part one of two parts. What was Mike Hoare really like? Here, the man himself, then in his late 90s, reads a riveting passage about himself from a book. 3 minutes.
White Soldiers in Black Africa by Hans Germani. The column advanced, and at the same moment the sky opened. A wall of water fell down on us. In pouring rain we ran into the village, but the rebels had fled. We pressed into the abandoned houses. Everything was dripping wet. Hoare allowed 3 hours' rest. The freezing men fell to the ground as if dead, and slept soundly. A few, at least, started a fire, and somehow we found we had a large pot of hot tea. One recognizes a good English troop, the Lieutenant Colonel proclaimed, by the speed with which it manages to make hot tea under the most difficult conditions. We lay on the ground, side by side. The thoroughly soaked Commander-in-Chief trembled with cold. After all, he was no longer so young. Some soldiers persuaded him to put at least his shoes, trousers, and socks near the fire to dry. In the flickering of the flames, I saw his sleeping face beside me. There was something innocent and wise about him, like an elderly child. Why this slim man who could lead a comfortable life in the paradise city of Durban with his pretty blonde young wife and among valued friends came here to march through the night and the storm is incomprehensible. He could have led the operation comfortably, as did the high Belgian officers, from a headquarters far behind the lines, or at least from a comfortable vehicle or well-equipped quarters in abandoned villas. But he did not do this. He was always out in front and showed less mercy to himself than to his soldiers. Perhaps it was because this wild band of adventurers, drinkers, and similar ilk loved him, although he often treated them like dogs.